that wraps up all the the good OCs.
It's been an hour!
Fucking week!
Anyway, let's move on to the bad OCs. Starting with back in the same order we just did, let's go with Burn's character.
Me! The best part of the show. This artist basically commissioned this OC tons of times. Like, the Furfin is full of it. And I feel like this artist is really infamous for this OC. Like, I see it constantly in my Deviant watch. And, like, I've been aware of it. And then, apparently, also, like, the DeviantArt knows me and has interacted with me on DeviantArt. But, yeah, like, I've chose this OC in, like, the bad section. And I promised the artist that I would speak in a, like, positive light for it. But it's, like, this is as far out there as you can go for, like, the stereotypical, like, holy shit OC. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, it is bright fucking red. It is wearing a gas mask. It wears a green vest and has a Bomberman bomb. Like, what the fuck? And then has robotic wings on top of that. Like, you said you could take it, Libby, on DeviantArt, Libby-W, like, holy shit, bro. What are you thinking? Yeah, how do you even do this section? This OC has blown my mind for the longest time. Like, I've seen so much crazy out there art of, like, this OC with, like, bombs, like, throwing them and stuff. Like, oh my good gracious. Like, the red is already out there, and then it's accented with blue zebra stripes. Like, that right there is already, like, a big OC no-no. And then, like, has accents of black, green eyes, which is a compliment of red, I'll give you that. It's that Big Mac thing going on there. And then has, like, the robotic wings going on. And I have no clue what the gas mask is for. Like, that's one of those, like, raver, like, huge pant thing. I don't even know. And then, like, what's the bomb for, bro?
I want to say that, like, just because of, like, the backstory maybe, but I just don't know.
Like, help me out here, bros.
Well, in some cases, how it could be improved, if you wanted to be more... This OC is okay because it's definitely a character that they've created. Visually, it's not the best. Visually, it definitely has its faults. But if they're trying to go for, like, a more show version of it, no,
also,
not even close.
If they do have a backstory, since Bernd has seen this character multiple times but hasn't been able to find a backstory about it, but if you do have a backstory and it does explain some things, make your backstory easily and readily available for your character, and also make sure to leave a Cliff Notes version of it as well.
I feel like there's got to be, like, a card or something that, like, maybe the artist has made, because, like, I'm on the artist DeviantArt profile and, like, I don't really see anything there. Alright, so Libby-W actually did send me his character bio. I totally just forgot about it. When he asked for the critique, he totally sent it to me, so here it is for you in Skype. That is the bio for his character. Hopefully it brings some things to light, I suppose. Let's see. He's a... oh my goodness. A lot of things about the character. Race Pegasus with magic wielding capabilities. Magic aura is emerald green, so it's that green magic. His element is wind. His so here we go, like, talents for cutie marks is explosives, demolition, stealth, and wind manipulation. That's a lot of talents there.
Yeah, but it wasn't necessarily cutie mark, it was just talents.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that?
It wasn't like special talents.
Because
it wasn't special talent, it was talents.
It specifically lists below that there is no cutie mark.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so cutie mark none. Interesting.
But, like, yeah.
I wonder what the choice of none cutie mark is.
Yeah, that's very interesting because they have so many different things that they're good at. Like, why is it just that they are of these things? They're like the jack of all these trades, but they aren't the best at any of them. So it has.
Well, reality says that people can be good at a lot of different things.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
but also
this definitely isn't an average pony OC.
Yeah, it's definitely not your average pony OC, but in the world of ponies, it is also reality that you have to kind of pick a talent and be happy with that. You know what I mean?
You also can't be part whatever or whatever.
Alicorn robot.
Yeah.
In defense of the bomb stuff, He is kind of a demolition pony. His occupation is destruction and running down of buildings.
Yeah, so like I would pick that as a special talent.
Yeah.
And like the gas mask can actually play into that because when blowing down a building, there's a lot of there's a lot of smoke.
You
so
should
the
probably
gas
have goggles too then.
True.
You should probably you should
Don't wanna
have
get
like
stuff
the
in your
full,
eyes.
You should have the full mask, not just the little breather part. Yeah, breathing is cool and all, but seeing is too.
And it also explains his injuries as well.
Interesting, yeah, with the wings. Okay. So explosive demolitions and stealth, like, I critique, I guess, would be pick something and go with it, man. If you want a demolition
I would
pony,
give it a
have
stealth.
that be your special talent.
Honestly, get rid of stealth.
Yeah. And wind manipulation. Like, what? Where's that come from?
Stealth and explosions don't really go well together.
Like, I would go with demolition, and that, like, explosives kind of goes along with that. Anywho, like, I guess a critique would be make up your mind, bro. Likes, strawberries, Granny Smith apples, and explosives. Alright. Like, that's cute. I dig that. Explosions. Like, it goes with the demolition. Alright, moving along. Dislikes, strong aromas, smells, quote-unquote. Being picked on, seeing others being bullied. So he doesn't like seeing others being bullied. Alright, interesting. Dislikes.
Too bad. Don't watch this show.
I'm sorry, bro. We love you.
Yeah,
Occupation.
we hurt each other's feelings.
Occupation is destruction of rundown buildings. Injuries. Missing right wing replaced by a mechanical one, and then torn left top wing. With that plate that we were talking about earlier. Yep, gotcha. Scar over right eye. Burnt right hoof. Favorite weapons. S&W 500 Super Magnum Black Powder Bombs. There's the Black Powder Bombs. Element enchantments and sharpened wingtip launcher. What?
I don't even know.
It critiques, guys. Comments.
Oh, the fact that the mother is actually a zebra and unicorn mix, making her a hybrid. Which I'm so sick of zebra hybrids.
I'm technically see what's just funny because my OC is a bat pony hybrid.
But you're not obnoxious
But
with the
bat
fact that you have
ponies
weird.
exist in the but bat ponies exist in the universe where zebra unicorns have not yet been shown.
What?
Yeah, but
What? No.
bat pony
No, I am
and
a-
regular pony mixes.
Yeah, I am a like I dig the bat pony's spiky ears and I have Pegasus ears, but like a zebra unicorn hybrid is the same exact
It's
thing
like the
as a
same
Pegasus
thing,
and
yeah.
bat
Yeah,
pony.
it's still a hybrid, and they never have talked about doing hybrids.
If I'm in
ever
the
show.
Equestria universe and there's something that's canon, I can have sex whatever the fuck I want and I can be half that.
Well, as long as it's within your specific species or genus.
Mister, look at me, I'm science. Okay,
Or-
off of tangents. Mummified, you were saying?
I just because it seems like it's like, oh, I like having stripes on it, so let's put it half zebra. And I think stripes on a pony are absolutely horrendous. Terrible idea. I don't know any way to fix it. What?
It'd be more like a quarter zebra, so that's why it's like so minimal on the pony.
Oh, yeah, because his mother was half. So I guess I don't know.
I could see that. But I also don't have a problem with picking like a thing you like you like stripes, so you go with that. Like I like spiky ears, so I went with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as you like what you're doing, that's the
Yeah, and that's the key point there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so moving on to the next one. Let's go look at what Smooth brought to the party this week. Smooth.
Okay. This is Moody Sketch, the pony sona of Lonely-FrostFlower. She has sent us in a lot of OCs, and they're all freaking amazing, and we'll get to them soonish, hopefully.
Someday before we quit.
I like the cutie mark. It's not a generic artist cutie mark. Bravo.
Damn straight.
She tries to be nice to everyone, so she isn't completely antisocial like every other pony so far, for the most part at least. She also tries to avoid conflict. She likes to look at both the good and the bad of an argument, no matter which side she's actually on. And she tries her very best to not ever disappoint anyone, and she likes to have a smile on at all times, even though that might be difficult because of, there's that cutie mark with that smile there, but also maybe that might be like a front, and that sad is the actual inside.
Yeah, because the tear thing underneath is bigger. It's overpowering her.
Bird, what do you think about this cozy?
I like the colors.
Awesome.
The light blue, the violet magic, also a nice touch, matches the eyes, it's cute. I already commented on the cutie mark, it's not generic artists, bravo. The brown is also a darker brown, like the hair, so like colors I don't hate, they're totally fine, they're great. The artist style in itself is cute, it's got like the leakfish nose going on, where it's like one line, just not as chubby as Leakfish's nose, she likes the chubby noses. And you mentioned that Moody Sketch, and she's not an antisocial pony. Like, yeah, I dig that as well. Like, the kind of like, look at me, I am a angsty artist is kind of like an overused concept.
Yeah.
She's only a moody artist.
Oh yeah.
Which is fine.
Which I feel like that plays into the cutie mark.
I like the accessories here.
Yeah.
Even though they are not, I'm not sure. Honestly, with
Accessories
the
of
show,
What are
what?
the accessories?
The accessories on the character is a pair of glasses.
and the
Does-
fucking tablet.
That's
tablet
not an
counts?
That's not
accessory.
an accessory. An accessory is like something you wear.
An accessory is like someone who helps you commit a murder.
Yeah.
No, that's an accomplice.
That's an accessory to murder.
I like the glasses. I also like the addition of the fucking tablet.
Alright.
Even though I don't, because with the show being so weird with its technology, I don't know if a tablet of that sort would exist in the Equestria, but if it does, this character, it fits. She
I don't
looks
know.
like an artist pony.
Definitely. I mean, when you put anybody in front of the tablet, they look like an artist.
Not true.
Yep.
Put a homeless man in front of a tablet.
He is a super indie grunge
Fucking
artist that
homeless
takes commissions.
Picasso, bro.
Yeah.
He'll become an app developer.
Hobo Casso, if you will.
I love it. I don't know. I like it. I mean, it's when we say like never use pure blacks in a character. I mean, the fact that their main is obviously not a pure black. Oh my god! Thank you for doing that. It is not pure black.
Now you see.
No.
No, it's not a pure black.
Oh, I was about to say.
I'm not arguing that it is. That doesn't.
It's obviously a
please.
brown.
It's obviously pure black. I can see the brown in it. Personally, it's like the only reason it's in my good part 2, not good part 1. I'm just not a big fan of the brown. It clashes so badly against the light blue.
Really?
This seems
Yeah.
like a theme.
I
It's
just feel
also
it's
it also
dark.
seems incredibly saturated.
I don't disagree.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna be the cheese that stands alone.
I just
That's
think
fine.
I just think it's a little too dark. If you
Well,
made it
see-
a little bit brighter, it would work.
You're still a man of non-decisions there, Smooth, because we had an example of an OC with a blue with a lighter shade of brown, and you didn't care for that either. So now here we have the extreme case of dark brown, and you don't care for that, so what do you care for?
Maybe like a sandy blonde? I don't know.
Because, like,
Once
I'm
again,
not trying... Bro,
I said earlier that
hold on.
I said earlier that blue and brown are very difficult to do together, and I
No.
don't think I've seen one that's good.
I definitely got that. I'm not trying to like grill ya. I'm just curious, like as a suggestion to people like watching the show, like trying to make OCs, like just the like what are you trying to say? Just the concept of like that you've already said that blue and brown is a very difficult color combination to pull off well. Is that what you're saying?
I guess so. I say just like play around with it a lot until you find something that's
That's
like,
blue and
really-
gray mums. Fuck off.
really good. I could probably try for hours and not come up with anything good. It really sucks. It's apparently incredibly difficult, but I know after this I'm going to do brown and blue and try to get something good, and it will not happen. Yeah, experiment. Smooth doesn't know the right answer. Smooth never knows the right answer. Also, if you look at her cutie mark, there's the black and the white and the blue, but if you look at that blue and compare it to the blue of her coat, those are incredibly close together and would clash quite badly.
Yeah.
I suggest also trying to change that blue to not be so close to the blue that is her coat.
That makes sense.
Maybe have it be purple, because some people's theory about magic is that magic comes from the cutie mark and not the eyes. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Be a nice thing to sort of experiment with.
Go either or.
Colors.
I do like that critique, though.
Yeah, she does magic auras very well.
It's way more useful than anything I've said.
Anyway,
How does work? Anyways,
So-
moving on to the next OC. Hey, Mummified. What's that OC you got right there?
fantastic. I brought in Silver Graphite by Ruby Neko Girl. It's kind of a basic story about the fact that, her parents were involved in art, so she kind of took it up as well. But anyway, what I really wanted to talk about with this character was the fact that the colors are way too, bland? I'm using the wrong term here, but all of the greens in this character all are, too close together. I mean, I guess you can go with the fact that maybe it's trying to be something with, their own individual style, but in my opinion, all the colors are just way too desaturated and, way too muted, in my opinion. Not to mention that cutie mark is, I don't know, it just feels like there's not enough substance there. What do you guys think?
I feel like her cutie mark is lacking in explaining to me what anything.
Yeah.
Besides that she draws.
I don't know. You said main stuff. You said colors all around. I only feel weird from the mane and tail. I think the others are perfectly fine. The main ones are definitely way too close together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely give that one.
I didn't even. How close are they together? I didn't even realize they were supposed to be different.
Yeah. They're pretty if you're not looking at your monitor just right, you're probably going to miss that entirely.
And with color blindness, it doesn't help.
Yeah. Bernd, what do you think?
It feels extremely generic. It feels like a zombie OC. The pelt is a dull whitish color, the eye color is a green, and then the mane is basically an off color of dark blackish green. So it just feels very I don't know, just kind of muted green. When I look at the just the headshots at the bottom 3 pictures, I don't mind them that much. And then I don't, but the top thing with the full OC just feels very plain. Because it's it is that analogous color scheme of everything being similar, of being the same color basically. And then I can even see that being a very muted white of a green, green hue, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing just to kind of make it stand out. Nothing wrong with that. Something I will point out though is when you look at the gala dress colors, those are the colors to the Joker. And I'm not saying that as you are the Joker. Well, I guess maybe I am. The point I'm trying to make is that the color palette of green and purple and that kind of very dulled white are very extremely iconic for being evil colors associated with the Joker. And
Maleficent.
a huge plethora of evil Maleficent characters. Think of any Disney movie. What is that? That evil queen in the Dark Crystal or whatever, or any evil witch of the West, purple, dark green. So that very pale green skin tone that the OC has is that wicked witch of the West color scheme with the green. And so just as a color palette, you should be aware of that. You can definitely warp that into something else or something original, but it's just something to be aware of, if you will. And yeah, like, these are the colors associated with evil and maleficence, and that's what you want, like, go for it, like, roll with it. But I feel like the character is very plain, and the biggest thing that stands out is the eye color. That being said, I totally dig the green scrunchie in the hair, because it is an accent, it does stand out, and, like, that is a cute little thing that you can add to your character. The neck collar, though, it's kind of one of those iconic gothy, like, look at me, I wear a dog collar, like, come on.
One thing I think is interesting is that the pony is named Silver Graphite. She's drawing with paint, and her cutie mark is a pencil. So, is she just a really good artist all around, or does she have a specific style she keeps to, or?
It doesn't say. It's mostly that it only touches on the fact that she can hold it in her hoof, because apparently Applejack can hold a marshmallow on a stick.
Well, I'm actually going to say, if you look at her cutie mark, it looks like she's drawing maybe an outline of something on the painting, or on the easel painting, whatever it's called thing. It looks like she's drawn the outlines and is now painting it.
And on the rare occasion that one of us actually read the backstory, I read it just while you guys were talking about her. And her kind of loner demean, her like look to her actually fits, because it states that she barely goes into town because she's basically looking after the museum the whole time. She only goes into town when she needs food, and she doesn't really interact with people. She just kind of sits in her room and she paints and draws.
She's okay.
I'd hate to shit talk people too much, but like, I don't think this OC is absolutely awful. It's just the muted green that is the character is something that could, you know, use revision, and you should just be aware that it is a very, like, muted and dull green, which makes for a kind of, like, dull character, if you will.
But I think that's kind of what she's going for with this character.
True, true.
Awesome, sweet. Moving on to the next one. Betty.
Alright. This is Evil Frenzy. Yeah. This is Evil Frenzy. His name is Evil Frenzy. Evil's literally in his name. I hate evil characters. At least insanely evil characters.
I was gonna say, don't you like all of the villains, pretty much?
I like a villain. I don't like fucking someone who's just dumb evil. Being evil for evil's sake is dumb.
Why is that?
Because it's no character. It's not fun to watch. It's like playing a chaotic evil character.
Like, Matt, it's totally fine that you don't like chaotic evil. I can see that. But I totally respect the concept of chaotic evil. Like, being chaotic and evil. Because, obviously,
yes,
if you guys are all nerds and you understand the concept of chaos and good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And law.
I just don't
Matt,
like
go on.
evil for evil's sake. Anyways, if there's one thing I do like about his character, it's his pet. His pet is named Picasso the Chameleon.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking legit. I fucking love that chameleon, dude.
I love that chameleon. It's like my favorite part of this character sheet.
Like, just fucking erase everything else, just the chameleon. Just leave that.
Just make the chameleon your OC, please. His talent is living drawings. His drawings come to life, I believe. And, but the sad fate of them is that they will inevitably disappear. His personality is that he's hardy, brave, adamant, bold, relaxed, impish, hasty, joyful, and every other emotion in the book.
Okay.
His disabilities is he has dyslexia. Ugh.
Thank you for giving us a demonstration.
His favorite colors are black, green, and blue.
Okay.
His hobbies are art, gaming, and questioning.
Questioning?
Questing.
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 You know, like
dyslexic motherfucker.
I have no fucking glasses. This character is a distance. I'm getting up close to read this.
Okay.
We want me to read the rest for you?
Fuck off, bird. Visited Beijing, Germania.
Germany.
Germany.
Is it Germany?
Mm-hmm.
Guess.
Mexico.
Yep.
Philippines and
the Philippines.
Philippine? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck it. Whatever.
Stalingrad is the last word. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're fucking welcome.
Yeah. So, other than the fact that it's... Go ahead.
He is an entertainer for fillies and colts at a hospital. That's
How
his
is,
job.
That doesn't sound evil
okay.
at all.
how is that
Okay.
evil?
Okay, now.
Doesn't sound evil at all.
That sounds like very
You've
nice. It's
led
like,
me
oh,
astray.
So it's like your character is named Evil, yet you made him a charity worker.
how?
So he's actually chaotic good?
Chaotic
Not really
neutral?
chaotic good.
He's evil. Good.
I don't know.
The
He's he's doing it for.
What does
He's
he
doing
do
it
with
not
people?
for the entertainment of himself. He's doing it for the entertainment of others, which is an admirable trait. Good.
I guess chaotic good would
He's,
work.
he's
Oh
honest,
my
bold,
good shitlords. Holy fuck.
brave.
Fucking
Tangled.
met you fuck up.
Yeah, fuck you, Burn. I don't care.
Fuck you too, buddy. Fuck you too.
Fuck you. Fuck, come here. Give me a fucking hug, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Anyways,
Jesus
I am-
Christ.
I am way too tired to be doing an episode right
And
now.
I'm drunk.
Anyway.
It's perfect, Burn. It's like we're made for podcasting. Anyways, his secrets is he actually likes Mare's clothing, and I like how he
secret.
has a poison joke effect as well. If he gets a poison joke, he turns into a mare.
Okay.
That's cute.
The few times that we've actually had a character on the show that has a poison joke effect, it's always been interesting.
So please, Met.
Also,
Oh, go on.
One of the biggest issues I have with this character is, from some of the other pictures I've seen of him, he seems to be shipped with a show character. That show character being none other than Luna.
Ha.
Gross.
Okay, so go on with that tangent. Like, please tell us why this is in the Bad OC section.
Because I do.
Yeah.
One, I'm personally not a fan of the pure black hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though like it is done in a style that looks okay, I don't like pure black in the hair at all.
Mhm.
The outlines look nice because instead of like trying to, you can't go darker than pure black, so he went lighter, and it actually looks good for a while. His goatee, Burn. I did like what you mentioned about goatees, where it's not on the it would be just kind of like part
I
of
don't
coat
like
color.
the under the chin. I gotcha.
I like how you do goatees. I personally don't like how these goatees are done.
Bias.
Yes, Mums,
Don't-
the entire fucking podcast is
bias.
biased.
Yeah.
We have been over this.
I'm.
Get on. Yes, Mums.
Please,
Thank you.
please continue stating all the things you feel like are critiques so I can counterpoint them. Go on.
Okay, whatever, Burned. Fuck you.
I'm
And
here for a
also-
reason.
Also,
Go,
shipping
Mitty, go.
yourself with a show character, I personally find is not okay because it interacts with show canon. Unless you specifically set yourself in an AU, then I don't care.
Okay, my turn. So, I don't hate the character. I think it's actually, like, funny, it's cute, it's quirky. I don't hate chaotic evil. I don't have a fucking, like, butthole bias against things that are chaotic evil just because that's boring. I feel like you just had some motherfucker that rubbed you the wrong way in your D&D group, and I'm sorry for that you had to put up with that, man. Like, we all feel for you. The black hair, like, I totally get what you mean with that black hair because it's a very subtle thing. It's awkward. It's the same concept that I have a gray OC. Like, it's a very, like, it's a light territory to tread. But I feel like it's accented fine with the light gray highlights. And then the goatee thing, like, the fact that it's over the top of his chin, it looks more like a goatee, and it's not that stupid gay thing, like, underneath the chin that I have a bias for, that I dislike. So, like, I don't hate his goatee that much. He has Derpy's cutie mark drawn on a piece of paper for his cutie mark. I don't
Yeah,
like that too much.
That's pretty,
I feel like that could definitely
Wow, I
use some
didn't realize that
revision.
was Derpy's cutie mark.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah, I agree
special,
with you right there, Bernd.
Yeah.
I just assumed they were bubbles on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It makes bubbles
If
come
you're-
to life.
if your special talent is making things come to life, I would have some kind of symbolism for life being drawn by a pencil, or the pencil itself be an allegory for life, not
Drawing a tree.
not Derpy's fucking cutie mark.
Drawing
if-
a tree.
If you want, like, I also feel that you're totally right in that being like shipped with a canon character as like a part of your OC is kind of like but as an individual or as a brony, if you have an obsession with a canon character, whatever the fuck, like power to you, you're basically Assassin Monkey and like Applejack, like 10 out of 10 would ship. I don't really care. Or your fucking Dark Flames like obsession with Luna. Like I can't really judge people's obsession with canon characters, but like realize that people are gonna see that and they're gonna judge you and your OC for that. So like if you are gonna be shipped with something, try to be shipped with an original character that you've created that is kind of like a representation of Luna or something like Luna. But don't just be like Luna my waifu, because people will look at that and make fun of it.
You can make an homage to whatever. You can make it like to Luna, yeah.
And I can't tell if those are fetlocks or if he's wearing boots.
Those are boots.
They're Luna booties, dude. They're Luna booties. Booties.
Don't outlines though.
So?
Outlines. Like fetlock outlines.
Outlines, I believe, are irrelevant. It's the fact that they are shape for shape identical to Luna booties.
Yeah.
But
Celestia booties have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. These have 3 points. They're Luna booties.
But what I'm saying is that like, just a small artistic critique, but usually if you're gonna have separate outlines, you should probably outline the shoes over the outline of the fucking character.
Oh, that's what you're saying, is that the top of the booties have the character's outline, not the shoe outline?
So
yeah, I got what you're saying. Yeah, I got what you're saying. Yep. If it is fetlocks, I didn't notice. They look like Luna booties.
I think they are probably meant to be the Luna booties.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be meant to that, but you were completely correct in that they are outlined like fetlocks. So.
Can we say booties like 4 more times?
I like booties.
Booties. Nice.
I totally like the evil laugh of the character in the middle of the character sheet, however. Because, like, when you were saying chaotic evil, like, I totally bought it because, like, the character's name is Evil Frenzy, and he has, like, the laugh, and, like, I'm totally fine with that. I think positive critiques is that I like the concept of, like, things coming alive. That seems original. I totally dig the chameleon.
Can we give the chameleon his own character sheet, please?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
And, like, the bright green magic, like, I don't hate that either. It reminds me of that evil character from the Power Ponies episode, you know what I'm talking about?
Maniac.
Maniac?
Yeah, she, like, had the bright green magic and bright green hair or whatever.
I don't think she had magic.
Nope, she didn't.
Yeah, it's just the bright green hair.
She was not a unicorn.
It's just the bright green hair, but it reminds me of that.
Nice.
Yeah,
awesome.
Crystals have the green magic.
Yeah, crystals
that's
have
true.
that.
Also,
that, like, exact magic.
Yeah.
I like the bright gray outline on the hair.
I'm surprised that it works. Like, I've seen it done very poorly, and I think they pulled it off
definitely.
here.
I think this is an awesome OC to bring to like the quote unquote bad section of Fuel, because there are a lot of critiques like with the Luna part and like other things to be like aware of or whatever. But
when I bring him to the bad, I don't hate this character.
Yeah.
I just don't like a lot of things about him.
That being said, I like a lot of things about the character, and the only critique I really have is Luna, my waifu.
Yeah.
But I totally dig the poison joke thing. That's something I haven't seen with original characters before.
I freaking love when people put their poison joke effect
Little nuggets of that, like little nuggets of information in a character sheet like that, it's lovely. I like it.
Good one there, Betty. You're not getting Burns' vote this week. Anyway.
Oh, darn.
Final OC. Let's move on to Commander.
Okay.
Sun.
The OC that I brought this week is Sunshade by 1 second.
93 Mew Dragon.
Yeah, 93 Mew Dragon. They're a Pegasus pony who was born in Clodsdale and then moved to Manhattan to pursue her career of being an illustrator for comic books. Sort of like the good OC I brought, except for specifically comic books, not just being a cartoonist. But her problem is that she always gets overlooked because of fancy unicorn ponies. So I feel that Bernd might like that.
Yeah, fuck those unicorns.
Fuck your
So goddamn good. Feel like they're so goddamn special.
Aw, dang! I just killed
Unicorns
another fly pony.
suck!
Oh, there goes another one.
Anyways, but for her personality, she's she's creative, which I never would have expected from an artist pony, and always tries to be positive around her friends. But she can get easily stressed out and paranoid over small things, and is sort of afraid of letting people down. And one day she dreams of going on crazy adventures, but is scared and not in the shape of life outside of, or not in shape of life outside of the city limits. So she draws these adventures in comics. So pretty much she doesn't have the ability to go on adventures, so she draws them in comics. Sort of like Smooth's Good OC, where they put themselves in a fantasy setting.
Awesome. Sweet. So, personally, I think that when I first saw this character, I'm like, oh, it looks like it was made with Crayola markers. But then, after looking at more of Mew Dragon's gallery, I really have, like, started to like their style. Like, even though it's kind of this silly whatever style with, like...
It is Crayola markers. Like,
yeah.
What do you want from me? But
they take their kind of silly art style and then do silly pictures with it. I mean,
like,
it's...
Ponka Pie? Like, oh my goodness, that's gold.
It's one thing to try to be serious in a good medium and being able to pull it off, but to be not so serious in sort of frowned upon medium, like just hand-drawn Crayola markers or whatever, that's something to be, like, awesome. You know?
To embrace your derp, if you will.
Exactly. That's what I take from it.
Approve.
Yeah, no, I mean, this isn't really a bad OC. The main problem I have with this OC is an aesthetics sort of issue. But I mean, I would love to see this OC in different styles to like see if it maybe is fixed by being in these more like quote unquote professional styles of like digital arts and stuff like that.
Yeah, to see how it translates into a digital medium instead of a Crayola one. Because you're kind of limited by these Crayola colors. Like, you have maybe a mix of two different markers, like yellow and something else. Yeah. And then, like, kind of that off-colored, like, God, what is that? That's a burgundy, I guess, for the hair.
Yeah.
But, like, yellow eyes, green accents already right there I don't think would mix well. And then with a bright yellow character and then, like, brownish hair, I feel like the burgundy hair and bright yellow character are already, like... really risky territory and that what I would consider like bad OC colors. So definitely you want to be careful with that kind of revision.
For sure.
Also like orange nose and ears. Yeah, that's another area.
Which those look like the same colors pretty much, or maybe just a little bit lighter than the shadow colors.
Mm-hmm. They're lighter.
Yeah, they're just a little bit lighter than the shadow, but it just seems weird that they're so similar.
Also, what's with the ref jacket? Your referee? You like soccer?
I don't know. That wasn't really explained. It would be nice to know. I mean, because it does look just like a standard referee jacket. Like,
I think it's representing this OC because it's out of bounds. I got nothing.
Hello. I don't know. It's one of those things that really, if it was in a slightly different medium, yeah, we could get more out of it. But it's just because of the style and the art and the fun this person seems to have with their characters, I think that kind of really helps them shine.
Yeah.
But if you ever try, feel free to send it in, and we'll take a look at it and do like personal, individual little things. Be like, hey, this was good, or hey, this is bad, or hey, you can do this better. But as it stands, it's okay. It's just the medium is kind of like,
It's always hard to, like, if you only have the ability to draw in, like, traditional medium, it's always hard to get it onto a digital medium in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. Because not everyone can commission, like, 500 people like Smooth over here.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, moving on from that and into voting. So, looking at the ponies that we brought to the party, I brought in DarkPen by Inuhoshi-to-darkPen. Commander brought in Blackwing. Medi brought in Naya Page? Yeah, Naya Page. Smooth brought in Lisa Linelock, and Lisa Linelock, and Bernd brought in Otaku AP. So, going back in the same order we presented it in, and not voting for the same pony that we brought to the party, Bernd, who do you vote for best pony this week?
Yeah, I'd go with the Inuhoshi-to-darkpens.
Right on.
Yep, that's my vote.
I think I'm gonna have to give mine to Otaku AP.
Ayo.
his I'm not really a giant fan of
Red
I'm
and
not
brown.
really a fan of any of the aesthetics of these out of the goods, but I like his the most, I guess, besides Lissa Linelock. I love hers. It's beautiful.
Oh.
My vote for this week goes to Alyssa Linelock. I like the idea of her being like super kind of meta, that she's a pony created by Ali Fundor, but that pony then draws herself in fantasy situations. It's kind of cool and meta and fun.
Yeah, it's cute.
Medi?
Of the two that I really want to pick from, it's a toss-up between Otaku AP and Inuhoshi-to-darkPen. I think I'm leaning more towards DarkPen, mainly because I like how she takes a concept that's normally like what's the word? That's infamous for the fandom, and she kind of twists it on its head a little bit and makes it look good in a way.
Awesome. Commander?
Yeah, following the same sort of thing that Maddie was saying, that's pretty much what I was thinking, was that Darkpen is going to have to be my pick for the week, because it's just taking... I love the way that it transitions, and it has like some reason behind why the character acts and behaves this way, and fleshes it out and isn't just red and black to be red and black.
Rising from the ashes! What has it been, like 8 weeks since I won?
Something like that.
Oh my god, it feels so good again.
Maybe when you actually bring this.
Alright, moving on to Bad OC.
Moving on to Bad OC, completely and totally ignoring Mummified's win there.
Congratulations, Mummified. You feel
Yeah,
really
congratulations, Inuhoshi-to-darkPen. You have a good OC.
Yeah, good job. Anyway, so moving on to Bad OC. I brought Silver Graphite this week. Commander brought in Sunshade. Medi brought in Evil Frenzy. Smooth brought in Moody Sketch. And Bernd brought in
Libby.
That's
Sorry, by the way. I wasn't aware that we were supposed to bring only artist OCs. I was not informed.
I dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah,
it was
come
lingering drop the ball from last week. All right.
But it's okay, because Libby, as an individual, has commissioned hundreds of artists, so I guess that's okay.
Yeah. I guess if we can find some loophole in that, possibly. But anyway, Burn, same rules as before.
Blame
Man,
the
how
makers
will we
of
get
the show.
past the Euro C sucks loopholes?
Yeah, Euro C
Damn,
sucks. This
those
podcast
guys.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Who do you think is the worst OC brought to the party this week, other than your own, Burn?
Oh.
The one that you brought, that not the Bat Pone
Oh.
one that you actually identify as.
Yeah, because that one's obviously the worst, but...
No, it's
Well,
obviously the
Smooth-
best.
Smooth sucks because his OC that he brought was actually good. Fucking nerd. I would say Sunshades, but I feel like it's just like it's the Crayola medium that I don't care for. But we're gonna say like, I also like the Silver Graphites in that it is kind of that, you know, like the color lends to what the character is supposed to be, even though I already mentioned what the color is supposed to be like, or it tends to be. So I'm going to go with Sunshade, I guess, gets my vote. Just in that, like, the green accent highlight in the eye and then, like, the blue of the eye could, like, both use work. And then just, like, the bright yellow of the character with, like, the orange accents is, again, like, feels like it could just use more, I don't know, like, color continuity. I don't know where to go with that. You know what I mean?
Awesome. Smooth?
I think I'm going to have to go with Silver Graphites, not because of like any one major reason. It's just kind of like a few really small things. It's not a lot of small things either. It's just like 2 or 3, like a background or story description that Mummified may or may not have gone over. Coffee didn't.
I did.
He did not.
I did not. You are correct.
The main is kind of, well, we talked about it, so that's how I stand on that point. It doesn't necessarily bad, but that's how I stand on it.
My vote this week is I got to go to Libby, just because Libby.
Yes.
And it's not that there could use the most improvement, it's more of could take away, get rid of.
It's one of those
There's
things.
too much.
Yeah, it's one of those things where there's so much excess of the character.
Of the characters so far, I personally didn't like. I didn't like Libby as well. I didn't care for him. I mean, when we read his backstory, I liked him a little bit more, but not enough to bump him above anyone else on the show. Just get rid of a few things, and I think his character would be much better off.
Okay, Commander.
I think I'm going to have to give mine to the Silver Graphites, just because I feel like it tries to go for like just your normal artists and stuff, but I don't know, just sort of it doesn't accomplish it the way that I feel works the best. I would in this absolutely awfully, but it just sort of puts me a bit off to the art, like character as an artist and stuff like that.
So you voted for Graphite?
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
You know what that means, guys? It's time for a showdown.
You tied me?
No, it
How
means
does
you
that
win.
work?
Wait.
No,
Libby got 2.
No, it means that Burned and Mummified are tied.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
2 votes for Libby.
Oh, wow.
Suck it.
2
nerd.
votes for Graphite.
Suck
So
it, nerd.
You don't know what that means, Bernd.
I
That
don't know what
means
that
that we
means.
get to do a rock, paper, scissors over Skype, no camera, integrity will be tested. So on the count of 3, or we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then shoot, and show what you got, and which the point we'll both go, I got this.
Okay.
And then you don't lie. So, ready?
We can't solve this any other way?
Nope.
Nope.
It's rock, paper, scissors.
What if I'm prettier than you?
It is the
Oh.
only way.
I don't get special guest rules?
Nah, fuck off, Aaron.
No.
Because if it were done by best looks, I would always win and never lose, but I always lose.
Alright, eyebrows.
Alright. So, 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Alright, when do we say what we got?
I got scissors.
I got a rock.
Damn it!
I didn't
Oh,
I just
snap
did
with the
fist.
snap.
I just went fist, fist, fist. No joke.
Awesome. Anyway, so looks like Bernd wins
Suck
Bad
it,
OC this week,
nerds!
as is tradition with all of our special guests.
Hooray,
I think,
Bernd, you brought
right?
the worst
I don't know.
OC.
Anyway, Maddie, quickly tell them where they could find OCs just like this. We don't have time for questions, but
If you want to submit your fine OCs along with some questions if you would like to ask us, you can submit that to us at eurocsucks.deviantart.com, at eurocsucks at twitter.com, eurocsuckspodcast@gmail.com, and eurocsuckspodcast.tumblr.com.
awesome. Sweet. So yeah, you can send all your information to those things. If you have any questions about how to submit, feel free to check out our DeviantArt journal. We have it in there, like guide to submissions or something like that. Go check it out. We'll probably link it in the description below. But, okay, so I want to thank Bernd for coming on, but he is not the last special guest. Next week, we're going to have another special guest involved in music. So,
Look at that.
if you have a musician-based OC, or if you know somebody who has a good pony who happens to be a musician of some sort, whether it's electronic, acoustic, digital, whatever, I don't freaking know. I don't care if he plays the harmophone. Just put him in, send it to us, and we'll...
If he plays the Boo Boo Zelly.
Yeah, or
Musician OCs.
Musician OCs are going to be next week. Send them in. We are in desperate need of musician OCs. Please. OC you send in is an OC that gets in the back pocket of your favorite soldier. I don't fucking know. Anyway,
Also,
I want to thank...
actually, real
Yeah,
quick,
okay.
also, for the week after, we will need writers. It's never too early to get more OCs on topics.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because only 2 days, you know.
Yeah, 2 days is not enough all the time.
I got a
Yeah.
message about that, actually.
Well, we'll work on fixing that or find some way to set up a scheduling process or something like that. But in the meantime, I want to thank our very special guest this week, Bernd01, for coming on the show.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for coming out and helping us review some OCs.
Thanks for letting me come out here and shit talk you guys and swear for an hour. 2 hours. Christ.
All right.
We're more than happy to have you on. Now, Bernd, where can they find you online? What? I hear you're on a podcast.
Oh my god, I am. It's funny you should mention. I am the special guest coordinator and editor of QDR Crusaders on Everfree Network. You should go check me out.
It is
QDRcrusaders.everfree.net.
It is
Not
an
as-
awesome show. Anybody who ever wants anything to know about art, they are a great tool to use. They help show what some artists are doing great and other themes and processes that can help and inspire your own work.
I also hear that it also helps with insomnia, puts you right to sleep.
Yeah, we highlight and feature My Little Pony fan art. It's very relaxing. People usually watch it when they do art. If you want to contact me or hit me up or shit talk me because I've been such a douchebag on this episode, you can hit me up at Bernd01.deviantart.com. Yeah.
Awesome. We are running extremely long on time, and I don't want to stress Smooth anymore this week. So, once again, I have been the host. My name is Mummified Thunderbirds. I have been joined by...
Commander Sparkle.
Medi Bobo.
Smooth sailing.
I'm Bernd01.
And always remember, people, Euro C sucks.